Hey there. Happy totally casual Saturday evening, at least where I am. My name is Kim O'Neill, and I'm an empowerment and interview confidence coach. If this is your first time seeing me, then hello to you. I am going to share with you today's book, and then we're going to pull some cards and see what the messages are that come through. This is something that I enjoy doing, and it'll only be about 10-15 minutes. If you are here with me live, do go ahead or on the replay, do go ahead and type something below in the comments. I love to interact with you. So let me know if today's message resonates with you. So today's random book that I decided to pull from is The Code of the Extraordinary Mind by Vishen Lakhiani. And if you are not familiar with who Vishen is, he is the founder of Mind Valley. So you might be familiar with Mind Valley and just not as familiar with his name. And at the top there, was it say 10 unconventional laws to redefine your life and succeed on your own terms. I was so excited when this book came out. And I actually got it when it was first launched. So I randomly opened up to a page in this book, and once again, it is, it's just right. It's so right. So, and again, if you're watching me live, please go ahead and type something in the comments so I can say hello to you. Okay. So I randomly opened up to page 75, and it's at the very start of a whole new section. This right here. How our beliefs influence others. So I'm going to read to you this little section, and then we're going to pull some cards and see what other messages want to come through for us. Okay. So how our beliefs influence others. If our beliefs can influence our bodies to such a dramatic degree, what else can they do? Can our beliefs influence the people around us? The landmark studies by Robert Rosenthal, PhD, on the expectation effect prove just how much our lives are affected by other people's models of reality, however true or false they might be. After discovering that even lab rats navigated mazes better or worse depending on the expectations of the researchers doing the training, in parentheses, the researchers were basically told that they had either smarter or dumber rats, when in fact all the rats were, well, just rats. Dr. Rosenthal took the inquiry into the classroom. First, he administered an IQ test to the students. Then teachers were told that 5 particular students had extra high scores and were likely to outperform the others. In fact, the kids were randomly selected. But guess what? Okay, my glasses keep slipping. But guess what? While the IQ of all of the kids had increased over the school year, those 5 had much better scores. The now famous findings, published in 1968, were called the Pygmalion effect, after the myth about Pygmalion, who fell in love with his sculpture of a gorgeous woman who came alive, much as the teacher's expectations of those 5 students became reality. Dr. Rosenthal and his colleagues spent the next 30 years verifying the effect and learning how it happens. It has also been found in business settings, the courtroom, and nursing homes. Bottom line, your beliefs can influence both you and the people around you. What you expect, you get. We create models of reality about the behaviors of our spouses, lovers, bosses, employees, children, but as the research shows, our beliefs influence how others respond to us. How much of the irritating or negative characteristics you see in others is really a belief? Rewind. How much of the irritating or negative characteristics you see in others is really a belief you're projecting onto them? This brings us to law number 4. So he's got laws that he goes through in this book. So law number 4, rewrite your models of reality. Extraordinary minds have models of reality that empower them to feel good about themselves and powerful in shifting the world to match the visions in their minds. So anyway, I really enjoyed that section. How about you? What are you taking away from that? You know what, again, it started off, if our beliefs can influence our bodies to such a dramatic degree, what else can they do? Have you ever seen the studies on the energy of words towards water, which could also be seen as, a belief about that water? So if you haven't, I think that's Dr. Dr. Emoto. Oh my goodness, I'm blanking on his name. Anyway, so he did this experiment, and there were different glasses of water or jars of water, something to that effect. And then he had different words projected towards the different glasses or jars of water. And so words such as love, hate, peace, joy, frustration, just all these different words of varying emotional states. And the water, okay, so I'm not telling this correctly. I think it was actually the frozen water molecules that ended up having the energy directed towards them. And then it was what the water crystals, how they formed afterwards. It was so interesting. Let's see, the ones that had energy like hate directed towards them were chaotic. And the ones that had words like love and peace directed towards them were beautiful. They were beautiful and very, just, you could notice the difference. And the difference emulated the difference of how we feel about these kinds of words, even being directed towards us, right? So anyway, very, very interesting and fascinating. I love this. And I think this is very fitting for, again, stuff going on today, right? So anyway, on this note, I want to share with you that I have a 90-minute limiting beliefs coaching session. And so if you have an area in your life that you would like to really shift and get more to the root of, why do I have this belief, or why is this thing happening? I must have a limiting belief, but what is it? It's a fantastic session that helps you go deeper into, whatever area of your life that you may be trying to work through. Maybe it has something to do with relationships, or maybe it has something to do with success. Maybe it has something to do with just things that are manifesting in your life or not manifesting in your life. Or maybe it's beliefs about you and your body, things like that. It can be used on anything. And I really love it because I've developed again, this was something that I had done on myself a few years ago. Just like I mentioned yesterday about the forgiveness process, this was a process I had done on myself a while back. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's a quantifiable way to look at to what degree our beliefs are skewed in our favor or skewed not in our favor. And that makes a difference on what we're going to receive and benefit and attract more of into our life. And so if that interests you, you can find out more by going to KimO'NeillCoaching.com, KIMONEILL coaching.com, and click on the coaching tab for limiting beliefs, and schedule your session right there. And now let's move on to pulling some cards. So again, if you are with me live, please go ahead and comment below. I would love to interact with you. And hey, I'll even pull a card for you if you'd like me to, if you are with me live right now. So let's see here. I actually pulled a few extra decks. I'm going to first start off, because we were talking about beliefs and manifestation and things like that. I'm going to pull a card from Abraham Hicks Well-Being Cards. Are you familiar with Abraham Hicks? It's so funny. Abraham Hicks has been around for, I want to say a couple of decades probably or so now. Or more actually, but it's really only been the last, let's see here, 7 years or so, like 6 to 7 years since I've known about Abraham Hicks. And isn't that so interesting? I just think that's so fascinating how something can have been around for forever, and yet it's not until we're ready to receive the information and really learn about it that it will make itself known into our world. So anyway, if you are seeing this, then if you've never heard about Abraham Hicks, I presume it's because now's the time for you. And so you definitely want to check them out as well. Just start to Google Abraham Hicks and you'll learn more. Okay, so let's pull a well-being card here. So, okay, let's see here if I can kind of shuffle this deck. Yeah, I can kind of shuffle this deck. Okay. Just going to shuffle them a little bit more right here. Going to pull a well-being card. Let me know if you are here with me live. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, what well-being card wants to, okay, it's that one. Oh, seriously. Okay, it's like my favorite part of this. Okay, so it's got a firefly on it. I'll show it to you in a second. It says, I inhibit no one. We each create our own reality. See the firefly? The wings are very faint, actually, but you can kind of see it there. I inhibit no one. We each create our own reality. And the backside says, as you find vibrational harmony with your desires, you are never inhibiting or preventing anyone else from living what they are creating, but you are controlling and creating your own reality. Well, okay. Right. So, let's see here. What was coming to mind with that? I just feel like there's a question that I could hear someone saying about, okay, so it says, as you find vibrational harmony with your desires, you are never inhibiting or preventing anyone else from living what they are creating, but you are controlling and creating your own reality. Yeah, absolutely. So this is, okay, so the overlap, maybe you're already seeing it, but I just want to clarify here. So what we read here, it's talking about what beliefs do you have that could be influencing others to respond to you in a certain way, right? But the belief is coming from you first. So this is saying something a little different. This is saying you are never inhibiting or preventing anyone else from living what they are creating. So everyone else always has free will and free choice. However, our experience will always be a direct result of what our beliefs are. But you are controlling and creating your own reality. So what you're not responsible for someone else's behavior, but what you experience from them, that's yours, right? They could actually be doing the exact same behaviors, but if you are coming from a different set of beliefs, then you may perceive and experience their behaviors differently. So just wanted to point that out because I know it's at first glance, they sounded sort of similar, but they're different. So, okay, cool. So we got a pretty cool well-being card. Yes, we did. And I hope you are having a wonderful Saturday. If you're watching this on Saturday, if you're watching it on a different day, then I hope you are having a wonderful different day. And we're now going to pull a card from Daily Guidance from Your Angels Oracle card. This is one of my favorite decks. And for those that are familiar with Doreen Virtue, I hold nothing against her for changing her mind to switch gears in her own path, her own career path. She made beautiful decks, and this is certainly one of them. So let's see here. What message? We're going to shuffle it once. Okay, let's see. What message does this deck want to share with everyone who sees this video? What is the message that wants to come through this deck to be shared with everyone who sees this video? What message wants to come through this deck? Is there a message that wants to come through this deck? Maybe there's not, actually. Maybe, oh, there is. I know you can't see it. They're jumping. They're literally like popping out of the deck. That's what I wait for. So this one, this is good. Let your past go. The burden of carting your past around has made you weary. Dear one. It's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. That is beautiful. And I'm going to add to this. So this is a deck that actually has a booklet with it as well. Let me know if you're watching this, if you are familiar with card readings or card pulls or whatever. Just out of curiosity, I know I have an audience that has a variety of backgrounds. Anyway, so okay, so we're gonna expand on this. I want to see what else the booklet says. So let your past go. Okay, you received this card because your thoughts and feelings about the past are holding you back. You're repeating a pattern because of unfinished emotions from your past. This card is a sign to forgive and move on, to stop painful patterns. It doesn't mean that you need to be with the person. It doesn't mean that you need to be with the person you've forgiven. It simply means that you've let toxic feelings go in exchange for peace. I'm going to read that again. It simply means that you've let toxic feelings go in exchange for peace. Additional meanings for this card. Approach a new situation or relationship with positive expectations. Avoid routines. Oh, that's funny because it's trying to shake up the energy. Speak to a counselor or support group. Forgive those who've hurt you. Forgive yourself. The worst is now behind you. Keep your thoughts about this situation high and bright. Well, that is beautiful. I love it, love it. Let me know if any of this resonates with you. So once again, that's, we have beliefs about everything. So, we have beliefs about our past too, and whatever's happened in the past. And when we allow ourselves to forgive, then it allows ourselves to sort of shift up the belief a little bit. It's not denying that whatever happened. It's simply saying, I now choose to look at this a little differently, and I'm going to move on. I'm going to move forward. I choose to forgive. So with that, let's go ahead and look at, let's take a self-care card, okay? Because self-care is really good and important always. So, well, this video is going longer than anticipated, but okay, something already started to pop out. I think it's going to be a secondary card. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what message wants to come through this deck. Okay, hold on a second. What message wants to come through this deck? For everyone who watches this video, okay. Interesting. Okay, so the one that popped up just now is opportunity. Oh, how funny, my goodness. Okay, opportunity. And the back says, release your ties to the past. When you let go of the old, you make room for the new. Release ties to the past. When you let go of the old, you make room for the new. Wow, right? We just had let your past go, and now we have this opportunity to release the past and make room for the new. The other one that popped out, was gratitude. Gratitude. And the back says, say thank you. Experience the joy of acknowledging others. So the thread here, let your past go. This is an opportunity to make room for the new, and allowing yourself to get to that space where you can be grateful. Grateful for the experience, even if it was painful, that you had with others, not because of the pain, but because of what you learned as a result from it. And knowing that forgiveness and the gratitude is for you. It's for you. It's for you. Because you're a changed person now, right? You're a completely changed person because of whatever you went through. And allowing yourself to shift the beliefs and thoughts about it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull 2 more cards. Let me know if you made it through this whole video. Let's now pull, you know what, I'm going to do it backwards here. I'm going to do it. We are going to pull, since we're kind of on that thread, right? We're going to pull an inner peace card. Okay, let's pull an inner peace card. Inner peace card. Inner peace card. Okay, inner peace card. Inner peace card. Actually, let me just kind of shuffle them first. Okay. Okay, what message wants to come through for those who watch this video? What inner peace card message wants to come through for those who watch this video? What inner peace card? Okay, I think, see, here's kind of what I mean. See this? This, oh my gosh. I think this is the card that came out yesterday. Okay, I'm going to let that one fall. Let's just see if there's another one too. Okay, let's see if there's another inner peace card message that wants to come through for all those who watch today's video. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, so let's look at the one that came out. There it is. Okay, so the one that I think is from yesterday, actually. My soul guides me in the right direction. And the back says, your soul, that inner quiet space, is yours to consult. Oh, maybe this wasn't. I will have to look again. I'm not sure. Your soul, that inner quiet space, is yours to consult. It will always guide you in the right direction. So if you're in that space of questioning and wondering if it's time to forgive, if you can forgive, can you be grateful for whatever you went through? And is it possible for you to shift any beliefs you have about this situation, about a person, about yourself? Your soul is yours to consult, and it will always guide you in the right direction. So it's about trusting yourself. What nudges are you getting? What's coming up for you? Okay, so then the other one that popped out is I answer to myself and no one else. You answer to yourself and no one else. The back says, the person looking back at you in the mirror is the one you have to answer to every day. My soul guides me in the right direction. The person looking back at you in the mirror is the one you have to answer to every day. So if you're getting nudges about making a shift somewhere in your beliefs, in your life, and your relationships, and in the energy around you in some form, and in choosing to finally say, I'm going to release the past and let go. Ultimately, it's only you that you have, the person looking back at you in the mirror is the one you have to answer to every day. It's up to you. It's up to you. And no one can make your decisions for you. And that's such a wonderful thing. And yet at the same time, really gets us to that place where we realize, oh, if we want to change, we have to be the one to make it, right? You have to be the one to make it. The person looking back at you in the mirror is only yourself. And so, okay, we're going to end with a power thought card by Louise Hay. Power thought card, right? Let's end on a high note, because you are awesome. You are awesome. All this low, heavy stuff that happens in life, it happens. It happens. It happens, right? It happens to us all. And it's there to teach us something, to learn. There's something we can always gain from it. Always, always. And then we get that conscious choice to say, okay, I'm moving beyond it and connecting back into your power, who you are, remembering who you are. So let's pull a power thought card. So, okay, here we go. I'm just going to shuffle these a little bit here. And these ones only have a message on one side of the deck, on one side of the card. Okay, what's the message? Okay, 2 cards already popped out. Oh, okay, that's way too many. Okay, hold on. Let me just see. Are there any other messages that want to come out of this deck for those who watch this video? I honestly think it's those 2 that already just popped out. Okay, I think that was fast. Oh my gosh. This is why I love doing this. My life is a mirror. My life is a mirror. My life is a mirror. This goes right back to what we read in the Code of the Extraordinary Mind about how what we believe is reflected back to us, even through the people in our lives. My life is a mirror. And in the end, only you answer to yourself. So you get to decide what you believe. The second card, I like this one. I prosper wherever I turn. I prosper wherever I turn. That sounds like a really nice, empowering belief to support further abundance. What do you think? What do you think about that? I prosper wherever I turn. Everywhere you go. How true is that? It really is. We can choose to learn and grow from everything. Everything, everywhere we go in life. So, okay, that is today's daily reading. And thank you for being here. If you watch this on the replay, please go ahead and leave me a comment. I enjoy doing these videos, and I hope you do too. So have a fantastic rest of your day. I know it's getting late, but I'm taking care of stuff at home, and I guess I still got some more Saturday to go. So I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.